Students of third semester, BA, BSc, BCom. As a part of your grammar study for this semester, you have to study letter of application with the CV. So, I will now explain how you are going to write a letter of application with CV. So this is the format that you have to follow when you write the covering letter. So everything should be aligned to the left side, that is the margin side. First, you begin with the sender's address. The second point that you have to write there is the receiver's address, followed by the date, salutation, which would be followed by subject for what is your application. Then comes the body of the letter. Then you have to write the subscription, that is yours faithfully or yours sincerely and so on. And finally comes your signature. I repeat once again, this is the format that you have to follow. All should be aligned to the left side of the page, that is the margin side. So what are the things that you have to follow? First, you have to write the sender's address, followed by the receiver's address. And then you have to write the date, which is then followed by salutation, the subject, the body of the letter, subscription, and signature. I hope it is clear. Now, the sender's address. The sender's address, you don't have to disclose your identity. Don't give your name, don't give your home address or your college address. Okay? The name and the address would be given in the question paper. In case it is not given, you have to give a fake address. Next, you have the receiver's address. Again, the receiver's address will be provided in the question. The third thing that you have to follow in the format is writing of the date. So the date can be written in three ways. First, the date, the month, and the year, that is in figures. Or else you can write the name of the month in words, as you see in the second example, August 10, 2020. Or else you can write 10th August 2020. It is left to you. You can choose any format that you want. Next comes the salutation, and you begin your letter with dear sir or madam or Mr., Mrs. so on, whatever. Then you have the subject. You write SUB, colon, and write the subject. That is what you are applying for. Next comes the body of the letter, which will contain 3 paragraphs. So the first paragraph will tell the receiver how you came to know about this job opportunity. Secondly, you have to talk about or write about the testimonials that you are going to enclose with this letter. That is the certificates, your CV, all that has to be mentioned. Very important. And finally, you have to make a commitment, a promise to the organization. What is the promise? That if you are selected for the post, you are going to work to the best of your ability. You're going to give your best. This is the promise that you or the commitment that you're going to make towards the institution or the organization to which you are going to write an application. Then comes the subscription. So again, coming to the subscription, it depends upon the salutation. Salutation is at the beginning that dear sir or dear madam. Then if you write dear sir, then your salutation will be yours faithfully. In case you write dear Mr., then you are going to say yours sincerely. Finally comes your signature. Again, when you put your signature, please make use of the name that is given in the question paper. Remember, nowhere are you going to reveal your identity to the evaluator of your answer paper. Now, the question will be worded, write an application along with CV. So what is CV? CV means curriculum vitae or your biodata. In simple language, if you say it is your biodata or your resume. So in the curriculum vitae, again, first you are going to provide your personal details. What are the personal details that you're going to provide? Your name, as is in the question paper, your age or date of birth, gender, nationality, your address, your contact number, and your email ID. So these are the personal details that you're going to provide. Your name, age, gender, nationality, address, your contact number, and your email ID. Once that is done, you are going to write your career objective. Why have you chosen this particular post? You can say to expand skills and experience within the marketing of an international sports events company or association. It all depends on what is the post that your career objective will depend on the post which you are going to apply for. And then you will write your educational qualification. For that, you have to prepare a timetable, not a timetable, a table, wherein you will mention the course, the name of the institution, the year of completing the course, and your result. Okay? These four things you have to mention as is done in this slide. Next, if you have any computer skills. In today's world, knowledge of computer is very important. So you are going to furnish a few details about the computer skills that you have mastered. So you can write Microsoft XP applications. What are the applications that you know? Word, Excel, Office, PowerPoint, Outlook, Access, and so on. Advanced Microsoft skills. Microsoft Office, imaging and scanning. Then Acrobat readers, and so on. Then Fidelio font office systems, beginner. So these are the computer skills which you know. You need not write all the four, one or two from here you can pick. Next, you have to mention languages which you know. So language skills. If Kannada is your mother tongue, you write there Kannada, English. Then these are the basic languages which you have studied in your school and college. So you can mention English, Hindi, and if you know Sanskrit, then your local language, Tulu. And what are your personal competencies? How competent are you? How good are you? So you can write that you have the ability to work in a fast-paced environment to set deadlines. You have excellent oral and written correspondence skills with an exceptional attention to details. Then you have you're highly organized with a creative flair for project work. You can also say that you are an enthusiastic self-starter who contributes well to the team. So you can write a few things about yourself here, how good you are at meeting the expectations of the company. Next, what are your interests and activities or your hobbies? Singing, dancing, sports, drawing, whatever you are interested in. And when you come to the end of the CV, you have to give two references which will be put side by side. So you can see here two references, two names, Mr. Peter Dias and Miss Kavita Trivedi, and their addresses are also given. So when you select a reference, you have to select from the institution where you have studied or worked before, or your previous workplace or organization. So you have to give two references so that people can contact these people uh, and find out how good you are or about your character or your conduct and so on. So this is what you could provide. Finally, you have to certify. How will you certify? You have to say, I certify that the information furnished in the curriculum vitae is true to the best of my knowledge. Put your signature, your name, and the date. So here is a sample letter, students. The sample letter, you can write an application for the post of a supervisor at Galaxy Chemicals, Bangalore. Address your letter to the manager of the company. Your name will be Sumit. Attach a CV. So you have your address given, the receiver's address. Finally, then you have the date, the salutation, the body of the letter, and you have to also write the CV. CV is already provided in the previous slides, but the letter is again explained over here. The body of the letter, you can follow the same pattern. Thank you, students.